So many people go for their daily walks, 20 minutes, 40 minutes, sometimes even an hour, and still the scale doesn't move. They track their steps, follow every routine, and yet nothing changes. And deep down, they start to wonder, what's wrong with me? But the truth is, it's not about how long you walk or even how fast you go. It's about how you carry your body as you move. When your shoulders are tight, your chest is caved in, and your core isn't engaged, your body reads that as tension. It's like sending your metabolism a silent signal that says, hold on to fat, we're under stress. Your breathing gets shallow, oxygen flow drops, and your fat-burning hormones go quiet. You could be walking miles, but inside your cells are in protection mode, not transformation mode. Now imagine something different. Your shoulders relaxed, your chest open, your core gently active. The moment you shift into that posture, your body releases a wave of calm. Oxygen flows freely. Your lungs expand, your heart pumps more efficiently, and your cells finally feel safe enough to let go of stored fat. That's when walking stops being routine and starts becoming powerful. This isn't about doing more. It's about doing different. Just by realigning your body, you turn each step into a signal of safety and strength. You tell your body it's okay to burn, it's okay to heal. And that's when the magic happens. Your hormones wake up, your energy rises, and your metabolism finally starts to listen. Think about how most of us walk these days, shoulders hunched forward, eyes glued to a phone, chest slightly caved in, breathing shallow. We rush through our day carrying tension we don't even notice in our necks, in our backs, in our minds. And when that becomes our normal posture, our body learns to operate in a constant low-level state of stress. You might not feel panicked, but your physiology does. Your hormones are quietly responding to that posture, and the message they get is simple: conserve, protect, hold on. When you walk with that tension, your body releases more cortisol, the stress hormone, and when cortisol rises, insulin follows. Both of these hormones tell your body to store energy, not burn it. It's a survival mechanism designed to protect you when your body senses pressure. But in our modern world, that pressure can come from something as small as slouching or tightening your shoulders all day. Your chest closes in, your diaphragm can't expand, and suddenly you're taking in less oxygen with every breath. With less oxygen, your metabolism slows, and your fat-burning engines, your mitochondria, go quiet. It's amazing how something as simple as posture can change the chemistry inside your body. When your chest is closed and your breathing is shallow, your nervous system believes it's under threat. That means less blood flow to digestion, lower oxygen in your muscles, and less energy for fat burning. You could walk for miles and still not trigger your metabolic switches. That's why some people say, I'm doing everything right, walking every day, eating clean, but nothing's changing. They don't realize that their body language is silently holding their metabolism hostage. Now, try something with me for a moment. Sit or stand where you are and take a deep breath while keeping your shoulders tight and your chest slightly rounded. Feel how shallow that breath is, how your lungs hit a wall before they can fill completely. Now, roll your shoulders back, open your chest, and take that same deep breath again. Feel the difference. Notice how much more air you can pull in, how your body instantly relaxes. That's not your imagination. That's your nervous system switching from fight or flight to rest and repair. When you open your chest, you create space for your diaphragm to move freely. Your lungs can expand, oxygen floods your bloodstream, and suddenly your brain and body start communicating differently. Cortisol drops, insulin stabilizes. Your cells, which have been clinging to stored energy, begin to release it. The mitochondria inside those cells finally have the oxygen they need to burn fat efficiently. It's like flipping on the lights in a room that's been dim for years. Everything starts to function the way it's supposed to. What's beautiful about this shift is that it doesn't require more effort, only more awareness. You don't have to walk faster, longer, or harder. You just have to walk with presence. When your shoulders are relaxed and your core gently engaged, your body moves in harmony. Your breathing deepens naturally, your blood carries more oxygen, and your metabolism gets the message it's time to burn, not store. The smallest change in alignment creates a cascade of internal adjustments that bring your hormones back into balance. And this isn't just physical. Posture influences emotion too. When you open your chest, you don't just breathe better, you feel more confident, more centered, more connected to your body. That emotional shift matters because your mind and body are in constant dialogue. When your mind feels calm and supported, your hormones follow suit. This is why people who walk with relaxed shoulders and upright posture often feel lighter, not just physically but mentally. Their energy is more stable, their cravings decrease, and their overall mood improves. Your walk can either be a signal of stress or a signal of safety. When you carry yourself with tension, your body thinks it needs to defend you. When you open up and breathe fully, your body understands it can release, repair, and transform. The difference between those two states isn't miles or minutes, it's posture. The way you move tells your body how to respond. So every time you step outside, remember you don't need more effort. You don't need a gym. You just need awareness of how you hold yourself, because the way you walk is the way your body listens. When it comes to burning fat, oxygen is the unsung hero. Most people think fat loss is all about cutting calories or exercising harder, but the real chemistry happens at the cellular level, and oxygen is the key ingredient that makes it all possible. You can think of oxygen as the match that ignites fat and turns it into usable energy. Without enough of it, your metabolism slows down, your energy drops, and your body starts craving quick fixes like sugar and caffeine just to keep going. Here's what's really happening. Every cell in your body has tiny energy factories called mitochondria. These mitochondria take in oxygen and combine it with fatty acids to create energy. But when you slouch or walk with your chest collapsed, you restrict the amount of air your lungs can take in. That means less oxygen reaches your bloodstream and less oxygen reaches your cells. When your cells don't get enough oxygen, they can't burn fat efficiently. So instead, they switch to burning glucose, which is faster but less sustainable. That's why after a long walk, you might feel tired or hungry instead of energized. Your body ran out of oxygen and flipped into sugar burning mode. You've probably noticed this without realizing it. Think about the difference between how you feel after a rushed, tense walk versus a calm, open, steady one. When you're tense, your breathing is shallow. Your chest doesn't rise much and your shoulders stay tight. You might even hold your breath without noticing. Afterward, you feel drained. But when you walk with your shoulders relaxed, your chest lifted, and your breath flowing deeply, you finish feeling refreshed. That's not just your imagination, that's oxygen doing its job. When you open your chest and relax your shoulders, it's like opening the floodgates for oxygen. Air flows more easily into your lungs, your diaphragm moves freely, and your blood becomes rich with oxygen. This oxygen gets delivered to your muscles, brain, and organs, improving circulation and energy production. Your mitochondria love this environment. It's their signal to start burning fat efficiently. You literally create a biological atmosphere that says, we have what we need. Let's use stored energy. There's another layer to this, the nervous system. Deep breathing and open posture activate the parasympathetic nervous system, the part of your body responsible for rest, recovery, and fat metabolism. It's the opposite of the stress response, which triggers fat storage. So every time you take a deep, full breath while walking, you're not just oxygenating your body, you're calming your hormones, lowering cortisol, and telling your metabolism it's safe to burn fat instead of saving it. The best part, you can do this anywhere, anytime. You don't need to walk faster or harder. Just focus on breathing deeper. Breathe through your nose if you can. It helps filter and warm the air, supports nitric oxide production, and enhances oxygen delivery to your cells. Take a steady inhale that expands your ribs and chest, and a slow exhale that releases tension. Over time, this type of breathing becomes natural, and your body starts associating walking with relaxation and energy instead of effort and fatigue. You might start to notice small changes first. You recover faster, you feel less winded, and your mind feels clearer. That's oxygen working quietly behind the scenes, fueling every system in your body. The more consistently you breathe deeply and walk with good posture, the more efficient your metabolism becomes. Your cells learn to prefer fat as their main fuel source. You'll find that your energy stays steady throughout the day. Your mood stabilizes and those sudden food cravings start to fade. It's amazing how a simple act like breathing can have such a profound effect on fat loss. But your body was designed this way for a reason. Oxygen isn't just fuel, it's communication. It tells your body that everything is okay, that you're not in danger, that you can release, heal, and transform. When you move and breathe this way, your body responds in harmony. Your shoulders soften, your chest opens, your heart beats stronger, and your mind quiets down. You begin to walk not just for movement, but for renewal. Your breath is your body's language of safety. When you breathe fully, your body feels safe enough to let go of stored fat. Most people hear the word core and instantly think of crunches, sit-ups, or pulling their stomach in as tightly as possible. But that's not what real core engagement means. In fact, sucking in your stomach does the opposite of what you want. It restricts breathing, tightens your diaphragm, and disconnects you from the natural rhythm of your body. True core activation is gentle, supportive, and deeply connected to how you move and breathe. It's the center of your stability, your posture, and your energy flow. When you walk with a disengaged or weak core, your body has to work harder just to stay balanced. Your hips sway, your shoulders roll forward, your steps feel heavier, and energy starts leaking from every direction. It's like trying to send electricity through loose wires. The signal doesn't travel cleanly. Your nervous system picks up on this instability and starts diverting energy toward keeping you upright instead of using that energy for fat burning and repair. The result, you end up more tired, even though you're not actually doing more work. But when you engage your core properly, not by tensing, but by lightly activating the muscles around your midsection, something shifts. Your body finds its center again. Your spine lengthens, your shoulders naturally relax, and your hips align with each step. This is what efficient movement feels like, nothing forced, nothing wasted. Every stride becomes smoother, and your energy begins to flow instead of scatter. Your core isn't just about strength, it's about communication. It's how your upper and lower body talk to each other. When it's active, your steps feel more connected, your breathing deepens, and your balance improves. This connection also influences how oxygen travels through your body. When your core is engaged, your diaphragm has more space to move, which means deeper breaths and better oxygen delivery to your muscles. That oxygen in turn fuels your mitochondria, the little power plants inside your cells that burn fat for energy. Think of your core as the switchboard of your metabolism. When it's on, every system in your body works better. Your muscles communicate more clearly, your brain senses alignment, and your cells receive the oxygen they need to do their job efficiently. It's a quiet kind of power, not the kind that comes from force, but from harmony. When your core is engaged, your walk becomes purposeful. You move from your center and everything around it follows naturally. You can try this right now. Stand tall and place one hand just below your belly button. Instead of pulling your stomach in, imagine gently tightening the space under your hand as if you're zipping up energy from your pelvis toward your ribs. You should still be able to breathe comfortably. Now take a few slow steps. Notice how your body feels more stable, how your stride feels smoother, and how your posture naturally lifts. This gentle firmness is what supports your entire movement pattern. The beauty of walking with a connected core is that it doesn't require constant thought once it becomes habit. With practice, your body begins to remember this posture on its own. Your steps become lighter, your breathing stays deeper, and your energy lasts longer. This kind of efficiency is what separates walking as exercise from walking as transformation. You're not just burning calories, you're rewiring the way your body manages energy. A strong, connected core also protects your spine and joints. When your midsection is stable, your lower back doesn't have to compensate, and your knees and hips can move freely. That means fewer aches, better endurance, and more confidence in your stride. Over time, this alignment helps your body burn fat more efficiently because it's no longer wasting energy on constant correction and balance. Every time you take a step, think of it as an opportunity to realign. Feel your belly gently firm, your chest lifted, your shoulders relaxed. This is your fat burning alignment, calm, centered, and powerful. It's a posture that tells your body you're safe, supported, and ready to move with purpose. And when your body feels that stability, it rewards you with energy, balance, and a metabolism that finally starts working for you instead of against you. So many people approach walking the same way they approach life, with tension, shoulders pulled up toward the ears, jaw clenched, mind racing through the next task, the next email, the next worry. They think they're doing something good for their body, but inside, their nervous system is running in overdrive. And when your body is under stress, even subtle stress, your hormones shift into protection mode. Cortisol rises. Insulin follows. And instead of releasing fat for energy, your body holds onto it like a safety blanket. Most people don't realize that walking in a stressed state keeps them stuck in the very cycle they're trying to break. It's not about the steps. It's about the state you're in while taking them. You can walk 5 miles and still not trigger fat burn if your body thinks it's in danger. But when you relax, truly relax, everything changes. The shoulders drop, the breath deepens, the jaw softens, and your entire system begins to shift from fight or flight into rest and burn. This shift is everything. When you enter a calm parasympathetic state, your body finally feels safe. Blood flow improves, oxygen moves more freely, your digestion activates, your cells repair, and your metabolism opens the door to fat loss. This is where healing happens, not in the effort, but in the ease. That's the quiet magic of relaxation. It tells your body, we're okay now. You can release. You can feel this difference instantly. The next time you walk, notice what happens when you consciously relax your shoulders. Feel them melt away from your ears. Take a slow, deep breath through your nose and let it fill your chest. Exhale gently through your mouth. You'll sense an immediate calm spreading through your body. That's not just mental. That's your nervous system responding, cortisol lowering, and your metabolism shifting gears. You can't burn fat when your body thinks it's in danger. But the moment you relax and breathe, your hormones flip from protection mode to transformation mode. This is why calmness is so powerful. It gives your body permission to trust you again. When you move in calm alignment, your body says, I'm safe enough to let go. That's when fat burning happens naturally, not forcefully. The truth is, most of us have been trained to equate progress with effort. We think the harder we push, the more we'll gain. But your body doesn't respond to pressure. It responds to balance. If you're walking with tension, your body can't access its healing chemistry. Relaxation is not laziness, it's strategy. It's how you shift your biology back into a state where metabolism, hormones, and energy all work together. As you walk, try to make peace with your body. Let your breath set the rhythm instead of your thoughts. Let your steps match the pace of your inhale and exhale. When your body and breath sync like this, your heart rate stabilizes, your energy steadies, and your hormones align. You're no longer walking just to burn calories. You're walking to regulate your whole system. That's how you move from chaos to clarity, from holding on to letting go. Your body is always listening. It notices every signal, every tight muscle, every deep breath, every thought. When it senses safety, it switches from survival to creation. And that's where transformation begins. So instead of thinking about walking harder, think about walking softer. Every relaxed step is a message of safety. Every slow breath is a message of trust. Over time, those messages add up, and your body begins to do what it's designed to do: heal, balance, and burn. When you give your body calmness, it gives you change. Walking with softness isn't just a physical act, it's an emotional reset. You remind yourself that health doesn't come from force, it comes from flow. And the moment your body feels that peace, your metabolism wakes up and your energy returns. Because real transformation doesn't come from tension. It comes from trust, the kind you build step by step, breath by breath, in a state of calm awareness. Walking can be so much more than just exercise. It can be a ritual, a moment in your day when you reconnect with your body, your breath, and your energy. Most people treat walking like a chore, something to check off a list. But when you walk with awareness, it becomes a dialogue between your body and your mind. Every step, every breath, every small posture shift carries meaning. You're not just moving through space, you're teaching your body how to trust you again. Think about how your body feels when you walk mindlessly versus when you walk with intention. When you're rushing, shoulders tight, thoughts scattered, your body feels it. Your nervous system senses chaos. But when you slow down, when you drop your shoulders, open your chest, and gently engage your core, you send a completely different message. You're telling your body, I'm here, I'm safe, you can relax. That moment of awareness flips a biological switch. Your hormones calm, your oxygen flows, and your metabolism begins to work in harmony again. Every relaxed shoulder, every open breath, every gentle core engagement becomes an act of self-care. It's your way of saying to your body, we're on the same team. And that changes everything. When your body feels supported instead of pressured, it stops fighting you. It starts cooperating. The energy that was once trapped in tension gets released. The fatigue that once held you back turns into flow. This is how your everyday walk turns into a metabolic reset. Not through intensity, but through presence. Even 5 mindful minutes a day can make a difference. You don't need an hour, long workout, or fancy equipment. Just 5 minutes of walking with awareness, breathing deeply, standing tall, moving gently, can start to reprogram how your body responds to energy. Those minutes add up. They create consistency, and consistency is what transforms you. Over time, your body begins to expect calm, steady movement. Your metabolism learns to stay active without stress. Your mind starts to find peace in motion instead of urgency. When you treat walking as a ritual, it becomes sacred space, a time where your body and soul align. You start to notice details you missed before: the rhythm of your breath, the feeling of your feet connecting with the ground, the way your heart beats in sync with your steps. This awareness doesn't just change your metabolism. It changes your entire relationship with your body. You begin to move from punishment to partnership, from control to connection. Your body has always wanted to heal. It's always been listening. It just needed safety and attention to do so. The beautiful thing about mindful walking is that it creates both. It gives your body oxygen, alignment, and peace. And in return, your body gives you energy, clarity, and balance. You start to feel lighter, not just because you're burning fat, but because you're letting go of the heaviness that stress and disconnection created. Transformation isn't about doing more. It's about being more present. When you walk with awareness, your body starts to trust the rhythm again. It stops holding on to tension. It stops storing energy out of fear, and it begins to release what no longer serves you. The world slows down, and you start to notice that every breath you take has power. When you walk this way, with alignment, breath, and calm, you're not just moving your body, you're awakening it. You're teaching it to feel safe, to heal, and to burn energy efficiently again. It's not about perfection, it's about connection. Step by step, breath by breath, you send your body a message that's stronger than any workout plan. I'm safe. I'm ready. And when your body hears that, it listens, it opens, it heals. And in that moment, you don't just burn fat, you awaken the energy that's been waiting inside you all along.